You ready for this?
Let's do it.
You'll kill.
The Scottish backsword.
Known for assaulting Axis positions with his Scottish backsword drawn, Mad Jack Churchill earned his name and the respect of his troops for his famed exploits during World War II. The backsword first came of fashion during the 16th century and is recognized for its basket hilt that covers the user's hand, offering complete protection. Featuring a straight and lethal single edge, the weapon was a brutal slicer and thruster on the battlefield, especially when wielded by Mad Jack. A true wartime hero, Mad Jack eventually served as a commando leader, helping the Allied forces save Europe from destruction.
All right, Bladesmiths. Captain Mad Jack Churchill may have been mad enough to take a backsword into modern combat. But what I want to know is, are your swords mad enough, if called upon, to kill? To that end, I will deliver some killing blows to this ballistics dummy. Billy, you're up first. You ready for this?
I came here to watch you kill and chew bubble gum, and I'm out of bubble gum.
All right, let's do this. All right, Billy. First up, I really like the way the Damascus pattern shows in your sword. Now, your handle, it's comfortable. There are no hot spots. Every cut you do with this blade is sharp enough to cut deeply. Overall, your weapon will kill.
Thank you very much.
All right, Robert, your turn, sir. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. I will not be denied. All right, Robert, let's talk about your backsword here. The tip, very pointy, thrust in easily, cuts on the way out. Your handle here, it's loose. It's really wiggling in my hand. But overall, sir, your backsword will kill.
Thank you.
Bladesmiths, welcome to the strength test. Today, I'm gonna take your swords and I'm gonna clear a path through this big block of ice. I don't really care what your swords do to the ice. I wanna see what the ice does to your swords. Billy, you look ready to be first.
Jay, I was born ready.
Billy, nice job.
Thank you.
I'm sure you could see when I was striking that, the blade flexed all over the place and came right back to where it was in the beginning. Everything's tight. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
Robert, how you feeling?
I'm ready.
Good, I'm ready too.
Oh no. I really don't know what to think right now.
This right here is where it hurts. It feels like something pulled.
Watching Jay scream out in pain like that, I feel that pain as well.
It's kind of catching me a little bit back here.
I hate that something that I did caused pain to another person.
Plus, it's loose.
I see Jay stepping off the testing floor. I'm pretty sure this is it. This is it for me.
Bladesmiths, in any one of our finale competitions, The way that you design those blades to perform in our challenges is always taken into consideration. And Robert, unfortunately, your weapon has hurt our user so severely that we had to send him to the emergency room. Your weapon has been given a vote of no confidence and cannot move forward in testing. And for that reason, I have to ask you to please leave the forge.
First and foremost, I hope that Jay doesn't suffer any long-term effects of this injury. I took my time making sure that everything was safe on this blade. So to find out that I missed something, it's kind of devastating, you know?
Billy, your blade is sharp, deadly, and strong, and you are the Forged in Fire champion, and that is a title that comes with a check for $10,000. Good job, brother.
Woo! I'm the Forged in Fire champion. This is awesome. This is definitely not the way that I hope to win, but I was given the privilege of doing this for a day when I can also honor those who have given me the freedom to do this. This has been an amazing experience, and I'm very blessed and honored to have been a part of it.
A Lochaber axe. The Lochaber axe was the weapon of choice for the famed Scottish Highlanders during the 1600s. Featuring a large 2-foot blade affixed to a wooden pole, this pole arm was simple in its design, yet lethal on and off the battlefield. Containing a pronounced hook mounted at the tip of the shaft, this deadly weapon could unmount soldiers from their horses with a single blow, then would brutally finish the enemy with either the head of the axe or with its sharp, fatal edge. This medieval weapon still sees virtual combat in video games like Assassin's Creed Unity.
All right, bladesmiths, this is the kill test. Now, to find out how lethal your weapons are, I will take your Lochabars and deliver killing blows on this pig carcass. Joshua, you're up first. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Joshua. First up, your blade, it's a pork chopper. On its thrust, do you see the wound channel? It creates such a big, deep gash. It's fun to wield, it's sharp, and most importantly, it will kill. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, Jesse, your turn. You ready?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
First up, your blade has the weight that every chop into something want to keep going. It wants to keep going and going and going to where pretty much took me with it. Good chops, good cuts, and more importantly, it will kill.
Thank you.
All right, up next, the strength test. Dave?
To test the strength and overall construction of your weapons, I'll be hooking the shield, pulling it into place, and then attacking it with the blade. All right, Josh, you're up first. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
So first off, you took a little bit of deformation here, pretty much where that edge caught some of the studs on that shield. But it's still sharp. It's really a nicely built piece. It's got a good look to it. It's easy to wield. Everything's still solid. Strong axe, nicely done.
Thank you.
All right, Jesse, your turn. You ready?
Absolutely.
All right, Jesse, you can see on your blade here where you've taken a pretty good roll here, and this is sort of a roll and a chip. But everywhere else on this blade is still sharp. Nicely done.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, next up, the sharpness test. And for that, I'll give you to Doug.
This is the sugarcane slice. Now, to find out how sharp your weapons are, I will take your weapons and deliver cuts across these sugarcane bundles. Josh, we're up first. Ready for this?
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. All right, Joshua. You contoured this shaft here so that when you hold on to it, you can really tell where the edge is. I really like that. Overall, sir, your weapon is sharp. It cuts all the way through cleanly. It will cut.
Thank you.
All right, Jesse, your turn. You ready?
You betcha.
Nice.
All right, Jesse. The blade is heavy. It cuts, but also you can feel the weight behind it crush the rest of it. Overall, sir, for this test, it will cut.
Thank you.
Josh, Jesse, both of you guys brought in finale weapons that performed incredibly well in our tests. Only one of you can be the Forged in Fire champion, and that champion is... Josh, congratulations, you're the Forged in Fire champion. Jesse, unfortunately, your blade didn't make the cut.
Jesse, you brought us a fantastic weapon, and this came down to the finest of details. Your weapon took a bit more damage, and your opponent's weapon was a little bit lighter and easier to control. And for those reasons, we're letting you go.
All right.
Jesse, please surrender your weapon.
I came here to prove to myself that I'm not, just a backyard knife maker, and I'm ecstatic that I made it this far.
All right, Josh, congratulations. You're the Forged in Fire champion, and that's a title that comes with a check for $10,000. Good job, brother.
It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Please present your blade to the judges.
What? Are you kidding? Thank you. Holy crap. I'm a Forged in Fire champion. I'm speechless.
The Scottish Claymore. The Claymore was used by Scottish mercenaries in battle from the 15th to 17th century. The weapon, usually 55 inches in length, would have to be held with both hands, and swordsmen were unable to carry a shield, symbolizing fearlessness on the battlefield. The clansmen would swing the sword in figure-8 movements, decapitating and dismembering adversaries. Legend has it that Scottish knight William Wallace used a claymore in the War for Scottish independence. This epic weapon has been immortalized in the classic movie Braveheart.
Bladesmiths, this is the kill test. The term claymore in Gaelic means great sword. To see how lethal your weapon is and to test its functionality according to its historic design, I will deliver 2 killing blows on this animal carcass. Scott, you're up. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it. Oh. The moment Doug hits the pig and I hear that thud, I'm like, crap.
Scott, we have a little problem here. The hardness of your blade is a little bit on the flexible side. It did not even cut the carcass. So that brings into question also the sharpness of your edge.
I think we're pretty much done.
Congratulations. It will not kill.
This is a failure.
Jonathan, you're up. Are you ready?
Absolutely. I'm confident that I made a good blade. The blade is hard and it's ready to cut. This is gonna be spectacular. Oh boy.
Jonathan, we have a major blade malfunction. It did initially cut through, but then it probably hit the spine. It just exploded.
I'm not completely confident that I'm gonna come out with the win here, but my blade cuts, and that's more than Scott's.
Jonathan, your blade suffered catastrophic failure. For safety reasons, we can no longer continue testing on your blade. Since both weapons have suffered malfunctions, Dave will now decide on the best course of action to move forward with the competition.
In the Viking sagas, swords broke. In the Song of Roland, swords broke. But bent swords can be straightened. So we'd like to give you an opportunity, Scott, to straighten that weapon so we can take it forward into a sharpness test to help us determine our winner. So, Scott, why don't you take a moment and straighten your weapon?
Okay. That's as straight as it's gonna get.
Now, not only was the claymore a battlefield intimidator, but it was also a Scottish symbol for physical prowess and strength. So what I'm going to do to test the edge of your blade is I am going to cut into this piece of sheet steel. So, Scott, are you ready?
Let's do it. I've got a 50-50 shot that it's gonna do well. You know, I just wanna see what happens. I don't even wanna watch.
Well, Scott, there's actually still an edge here. We can see what it did to the steel.
Should have had the pig made out of steel. It probably would have cut better.
All in all, well done.
Thank you. Overall, I'm pleased. This was the first time I've ever made a blade of this size, of this complexity.
Gentlemen, this by far was our most difficult challenge to date. Congratulations, you both delivered your Scottish Claymores. But there can only be one champion. Scott, congratulations, you are the Forged in Fire champion.
Thank you. Amen. Go ahead. Yeah, thanks.
Jonathan, unfortunately, your blade did not make the cut. Please surrender your weapon.
It's a great pleasure.
Man, thank you, sir.
I'll be back. Absolutely proud of myself. With every failure, there's a great lesson learned, and I think I'm moving forward from here.
Scott, congratulations, you are the Forged in Fire champion, and you'll be receiving a check for $10,000. Good job.
I've never won anything in my life. This is the first time I've ever won anything. You try your best, and you learn from it, and then you do it again until you perfect it. I mean, even though the sword didn't do what I wanted, it's still okay. I won. I'm certainly going to be buying drinks tonight.